Today, I want to talk about another twin flame problem that I had, or actually a mistake that I made. Just like yesterday in the video, I talked about a certain mistake that I made. And I started to realize, like, oh, that's so interesting. I actually also make mistakes that are, in a sense, the opposite of what I talked about yesterday. And then I also made that mistakes. Mistakes go to the left and to the right, they go in all directions. And, at the end of the day, I'm just so glad that I made all these mistakes because now I can just tell you about it so that you don't have to make them. And I just made all of them. I guess that's what it is. That's why I am where I am. I made all the mistakes to the left and to the right and to the up and to the down so that I can enlighten you. And what I want to talk about today is that, it's not only about in the twin flame journey, in your twin flame results. It's not only about the vibration. I've talked about a formula in another recent video. Vibration plus relating is harmonious twin flame union. That's true. It's not only about the vibration. I think that's in a certain way what I thought. Like, if I would only vibrate high enough, then I would be there and that would be it. If I would only be in my sort of energy field, in sort of my intuitive, I know where I need to go, so it's here, so it's there, then I will sense it with my third eye, with my intuition, with my sort of my sensitivity to spiritual truth. I will know that I'm approximately there, with closed eyes. Yeah, I'm approximately here. Okay. And then that must be it. And when I open my eyes, I must then see what it is, what it must be, they must stand in front of me. And then it must go correctly in like behavior and whatnot and building the relationship. But I only remember that I was having a very clear sensitivity to this core source vibration in my life, where it was, when it was close by, when I was really meeting it. But I could not for the life of me make sense of how to act, what to communicate, who it really is, how to relate to that form, if it was really the right form that I was attaching to that inner vibration that I was clearly feeling and already completely aligned with, etc. Because I know when I look back that I had been aligned with the correct twin flame vibration, like the harmonious union vibration, earlier in fleeting moments, like a couple, like 1.5 years before I came to harmonious union, 10 years before I came to harmonious union, 25 years before I came into harmonious union. These are some times that I can remember, and also like 15 years before I went to harmonious twin flame union. I'm just thinking about specific moments that I was really in the high vibe and really close and really there, and I started to align with this harmonious twin flame union energy, and I sort of touched it. I could grab it in the sense that I was there. Maybe I did not grab it, so that was maybe a wrong expression, but I could touch it. It just, it was sliding here. I could, or it was like touching me, I was sliding along it, and I knew it was happening. I knew it was here, but I could for the life of me not make sense of it so that I could own it and have it and start building inside of it. And that is why I invented that formula for you a couple videos ago. Vibration plus relating is harmonious union. It's not vibration is harmonious union, because then, when you just touched by it on the forehead or in the neck, then you would be like, oh, I feel it. And then things would be clear to you. It would be clarified. It would be completely and utterly logic to you, like, okay, so now I know what I'm gonna do. It's just this, it's that. I can communicate in this space. I know who it is. That's all clear to me, and that was not so. And I think for many people also the vibration is something to search for, like which one is it? When am I this high vibration of the harmonious twin flame union experience? Because I have seen that is also not very clear for people when that is so. I remember in my past, a couple of decades, it was sort of clear to me, and I did touch it a couple times. But I can see now how that can be also vague. Can be also vague. And you really have to step into it. And harmonious twin flame union is actually something really beyond what I even experienced in the past decades. And it's really beyond. This is a vibration beyond. You have to be sort of in the vicinity. That's where I came in the past. But now I was in 2020. I was in the year. Yeah, I was able to really, really go there and recognize it and be it and step into it. The vibration, right? I think it's for people also not recognizable what that is, like this high vibration where you need to go. And how high is that? And what is that? And is that really the true thing? I have seen it work that people come in this vibration when they connect with the teacher, so with me, with the one that is in it and is here to share this vibration of harmonious twin flame union. And when they really connect and trust the teacher and have faith, and they just go in with the energy with the teacher, they go in there, they really dare to go what is indicated, and they come closer in very many ways that you can come closer to me and to the work. And I've also talked in recent videos about how you can come closer. So watch those as well. How to come closer and receive the teaching, for instance, is one of the video titles. But then, what to do? Is that enough, being high vibe? That's what I thought. That was my mistake. But there is another element that needs to be coming in here, and that is, how do I relate? And there can be so much going on there with you. So much that is unrelational that you really would need to look into that. You can be incredibly traumatized there. And I, for the life of me and for the longest time, couldn't make sense of where this high vibration would meet this, how to do it, this relating, and why it wasn't working for me. And eventually, when I look back, and what I did not fully realize, and specifically also hadn't resolved, was I came out to be incredibly, deeply traumatized in the department of relating. And I didn't even consciously fully realize that. I was actually walking around in life with a closed heart, not open for relationships at all, distrusting anyone and everyone, because I was deeply hurt in my childhood with everlasting, continuous manipulation and psychological torture, being controlled and sexually abused, walked over my sexual and emotional boundaries. That was everything that happened in my childhood, although it was packaged into this entire package of nothing is really going on and everything is really okay, isn't it? And you had to, like, I can't stress enough how much you had to act as if you were happy, right? Even though it was very clear, I can't stress this enough, that that was not so. So I needed, in other words, to be brainwashed to believe something that was not true at all. And I complied with that brainwash because that's how brainwash works. So maybe something like that is going on with you too. I don't know. I'm just giving you a little bit of a story today that I felt like sharing. That vibration needs to be combined with relationship and relating. And that for me, I couldn't for the life of me combine those both because I didn't fully realize that I was deeply traumatized and that I had to let that go, and that could be possible even, and that would entail de-brainwashing, stepping out of this cult, deprogramming. Cult deprogramming is what it took for me to go there. Even though I had the best of intentions, and I always wanted to, be on my best behavior. But that was not what it was about. Absolutely not. Not at all. Relating is actually, I know now, something that is just organic and natural. When you are not in a mindfuck cult that has programmed you in a manipulative way. So it was also no wonder that, like the twin flame kept on sort of being at a safe distance from me, because I was actually in such a state in the relating department, in the thing that is like about communicating and what's going on, and let me act and let me build. In that department, I was actually deeply, hurt, and also my stance was aggressive to men, and I had been raised by manipulation, so I was manipulating myself and then also unconsciously manipulating others. So this is all the result of trauma. So no, I'm not a bad person. I'm actually a very good person, because I went to harmonious twin flame union and I resolved my complete trauma as well, because I made another choice. And it was completely resolved. And I can even pass that on. And that's how you get eventually to stand on the right side of your inner child, the right side of moral family choices, the right side of your spiritual beingness. And it just all gives you so much wisdom when you successfully move through all of that. That's what I've done. But what I'm trying to talk about today is, and I really hope this makes sense to you, that you need to have the entire vibration and you need to combine that with this relating thing. And if you are hurt in the relating department, if you have trauma there, then you will see that that is actually a logical reason, even your vibration is still maybe very high, that the twin flame stays at a distance. Because they're also simply human, right? Nobody comes closer when you are having an unconscious aggressive stance, for instance. So Well, these are just things that I wanted to enlighten you about today, and I hope this is doing something for you. A big caveat I want to bring to you here, and that is this. You don't need to be perfect to be in harmonious twin flame union. No. But the point is that is the exact point where the relating and the vibration meet, and you will start with that starting point exactly to work through what's going on in your relating to completion, to the depth of depth, and you will resolve it forever after, while keeping the vibration intact. And you also need to work on this relating to completion to keep that vibration intact, that high vibration of harmonious twin flame union. So, and in that sense, the harmonious twin flame union is the resolving of everything that is bothering you. In principle, in that moment, when they come together, vibration and relating, and then it will be worked out for you. You just start to work through that. And that is the state of being or consciousness that is a successful formula for being with your true twin flame in a sustainable way. That's what that is. That's what I pass on, nothing less. But they do belong together. Recently, we have also seen that people have difficulty combining these forces. Again, you can sometimes reach the fields of harmonious twin flame union. But within that, you need to start to relate. And you need to start somewhere with the actual self-actualization on this deeper level of harmonious twin flame union. And from there on out, start to work through what that means. And when you don't do that, then you fall away. You can't only be high, because then you're just misusing what this is about. You're just wanting to be high. That doesn't work. It'll fizzle out, you'll fall away. You don't relate, you don't have what you eventually came for. There's no healing to the full degree that you actually in your soul had longed for and had wanted and had come to me for. You were millimeters away from making come true the healing of every single thing that was in your soul bothering you, now or in any time of all your lifetimes combined, to become purified, to become a beautiful co-creator with the divine. And when you're only high, but you don't relate, then you missed that opportunity. So I hope this helped. And stay tuned, because I have something for you. You can start to go deeper in this kind of love, twin flame love. And I'll explain more about that in a couple of seconds. Let's play a game. We are going to start the Twin Flame Self-Love game on Monday, April 8, 2024. 6 days. You will be challenged in this social media game to love yourself. Because isn't that exactly what the twin flame inner work is about? That brings you closer to your union, to your harmonious union. Yes, self-love is the foundation for twin flame work that really works, but also for anything in life that makes you feel good, that makes you have confidence, that makes you get results in a way that feels right. Self-love is the thing, it's the bomb. And we're going to see what that can be for you and how you can research different corners of that you hadn't thought about yet, etc. for 6 days long. It's called a game because it is playful. You're going to try things out that you haven't tried before. And it's a social media challenge because a lot of it plays out in our online connecting with each other in the atmosphere of Facebook group and Instagram and YouTube, how you found me now, most probably, or you found this video on another platform, right? On another social media platform. But did you know that it's not only going to be on social media? You actually, to start this challenge correctly, you need to opt in with your name and your email address, because this game, the Twin Flame Self-Love game, is led via emails. And they come to you every day and they invite you to download your daily pile of assignments, ideas, exercises that you can do. So you better also reserve a little bit of playtime for yourself every day of those 6 days so that you can look into that and execute it. You'll feel so much better. Your twin flame will feel so much closer by at the end of this. But there's more, inside of it. We'll be having a webinar. You will be meeting the other people that are also opted in of this game online in the Facebook group specifically for this game. You will also be meeting them in the Zoom social, only for people participating in the Twin Flame Self-Love game. And more. So if you want to go this spring a little deeper into your twin flame healing with the theme of self-love, then please leave us your name and email address so that you are opted in and you will start together with us on Monday, April 8th. I will see you then. Much love from Petra. So we talked about another mistake that I made on my twin flame journey, and that is only being in the vibration and the relating. That was like strange to me, and it was not going well. And eventually I also started to take responsibility there and heal it. Well, this formula that I also based on this vibration plus relationship is harmonious union. I have a video about that and I will send you there now. I think that's a beautiful next one to watch for you. I'll put it here in a couple of seconds. I will see you there. Love from Petra.